She's been called a legend, icon, music pioneer, and supreme. The world came to know Mary Wilson as one-third of the most successful girl group in history. Born in Greenville, Mississippi, Mary lived in St. Louis and Chicago, but her journey to superstardom began when she met Florence Ballard and Diane Ross in the late 1950s when she moved to Detroit's Brewster projects.
Stop hurting me.
Starting out as a quartet, they were first known as the Primettes.
Our day will come and
Mary's smoky and sultry voice was perfect for the ballads, they say. After Motown's founder and visionary Berry Gordy signed them to Motown in 1961, they went from the Primettes to the Supremes. Their lives changed in 1964 when the girls got their first hit, and it was a big one. Holland Dozier Holland's Where Did Our Love Go? Then came another hit. And another. Until they had 5 consecutive number 1 records, including their trademark.
Stop in the name of love.
What made the Supremes special? High glamour, poise, class, and talent.
It's a delight to have these 3 little girls on my show tonight.
Sharing the stage with some of the biggest names in the business. Sammy Davis Jr., Bing Crosby,
Days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day.
Judy Garland. The trio opened doors previously closed to black groups performing at prestigious supper clubs like the Copacabana in New York City. Mary pushed herself to work even harder at her craft as her group's fame and success grew. When she wasn't touring, she and her bandmates worked tirelessly on harmony, choreography, and stage presence. The Supremes would become the standard by which other girl groups were measured.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mary Wilson.
And anytime she led a song, Mary gave it everything she had.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Their legendary television appearances shot their fame into orbit. Families everywhere gathered around the TV to see them perform. Even today, fans watching YouTube clips rave about the group.
Honey, we is terrific.
And Mary's great timing and undeniable beauty.
Let's have a fine welcome for Supreme.
The Supremes made a whopping 17 appearances on the Ed Sullivan Show alone, and really became the first black musical act to achieve complete and sustained crossover success. By the late 1960s, the Supremes had sold more than 50 million records worldwide and racked up an astounding 12 number 1 singles, setting the record for the most consecutive number 1 hits by an American group. They rivaled the Beatles in worldwide popularity.
Once Florence left and then Diane left, I was alone. I had to make up my mind what I wanted to do.
Mary decided she would continue on as a Supreme in a new lineup. In addition, Mary took over management of the group in 1973 and began singing lead on at least half the songs on every new Supremes album.
You are the heart of me, the very life of me. You're everything to me that a love could ever be.
When the group disbanded in 1977, Mary went solo, and in 1979 released her first solo album containing the disco hit Red Hot.
This feeling is red hot, too hot.
But Mary's next big success would come with writing her memoirs. Dream Girl, My Life as a Supreme became the best-selling rock and roll autobiography ever published. As a humanitarian, Mary gives inspirational lectures all over the world. In 2003, she was named a U.S. Cultural Ambassador by Secretary of State Colin Powell. And as a musical activist, Mary has helped keep imposter groups from performing under the names of famous acts like the Marvelettes and Supremes through the Truth in Music legislation, now on the books in more than 27 states. More recently, Mary hit the road with Dionne Warwick and Roberta Flack for the 2015 Legends Tour in the UK. Also in 2015, Wilson released a new single called Time to Move On, a top 20 Billboard dance hit. As keeper of the Supremes legend, she has assembled a touring costume exhibit of the Supremes' iconic designer gowns. Mary was the only original Supreme present when the group was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988, and again in 1994 when the trio received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Today, this legendary artist continues her successful career as a concert performer. Touring the world, she has survived more than 50 years in the music industry, and through it all, as a singer, author, musical activist, and mother of three, Mary Wilson still reigns supreme.